you're going to be questioned about this, Umar. He said, oh Rasulullah, are we going to be questioned about what we consume? He said, read if you wish. ثُمَّ لَتُسْأَلُنَّ يَوْمَئِذٍ عَنِ النَّعِيمِ. Then, on the day of resurrection, you shall be questioned about the luxuries you have. And of course, eating, roasted meat, it was luxury. Even now, I mean, if somebody loves you and he wants really to honor you when you visit him, I would slaughter a lamb for you. That's, in other words, not necessarily. We're talking about Muslims, they don't have that, but at least they'll really put a very delicious food. Still, the food is grace from Allah, no two ways about it, and man shall be questioned about it as well. But anyway, we're talking about how life is, some people, unfortunately, they pass their life without really having one sujood for Allah. Unfortunately. Why? Because they don't have time. I remember I asked somebody that was in North America, oh brother, why don't you go for Jum'ah prayer? I don't see you coming, joining us. He said, brother, I have to pay my bills. You see, I have to pay my bills. That is not, in other words, you see, always you have to think about this way, that he actually depends on his profession. Whatever he's, I mean, to do that, it's very sad. I have to pay my bills. And who provides you to begin with? You provide yourself. In other words, you work 24 hours in order to keep, earning money so that to pay off your bills. That's nonsense. Brothers and sisters, Allah created us, and we have to actually be questioned about everything He gives us. That's simple. On the day of resurrection, don't you ever think that you'll get away with whatever you have now. You earn so much money and you're squandering your money left, right, and center, and doing all kinds of things, thinking you're not going to be questioned about that? No, forget it. You shall be questioned about how did you earn your money, and how did you dispose of it? How did you spend them? That's simple. I mean, and other things we learn in order to apply. This is very important. When you learn something, you have to apply it. If you don't, you shall be punished for that. Because the Prophet ﷺ said that on the day of resurrection, the very first people to be actually required a scholar. Allah would ask him, didn't I give you this and that as far as knowledge is concerned? I made you learn so much. Now what did you do with your knowledge? He would say, oh Allah, I made my best in order to learn and teach and this, and Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala knows best. He would say, you're a liar. You learned in order to be called, you're a scholar, and people called you as such. Then he will be ordered to be dragged and cast into hellfire. The second one, Allah gave him lots of wealth. And Allah would remind him of that, and he would say, Allah would ask him, what did you do with it? Oh Allah, I spent here and there in charity and everywhere that is pleasing to you. Allah would tell him, you're a liar. You spent so that people would say that you are generous, and people said that, and he will end up in hellfire. Another one, Allah gave him the courage and this. What did you do with it? Oh Allah, I fought every battle. Allah would say, you're a liar. You fought in these battles in order that people would say you're courageous, and people said that. Well, wait a minute, that doesn't mean every scholar is. Never misconstrue my words. There are certain people only. And we, by the end of this session actually, I do ask Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala to reward our scholars on behalf of us, the best of rewards. Those of them who are dead, we ask Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala to show them mercy and admit them into Jannah. And those who are alive, we are benefiting from their knowledge. And I tell you, most of this knowledge I give you in my program. After I read the hadith or the verse of the Quran, I actually consult the works of our scholars. May Allah reward them the best of reward. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
قل هذه سبيلي